Moifo wa ditaba tsa Sesotho o boetse wa o amohela re tsamaya le mpho temi ha re dithagole ka o lekola tse itlhommeng pele. Molao o motjha wa dikgetho o qadileng ho sebetsa selemong se fetileng e tla ba teko ya pele dikgethong tse tlang.
We must say as the National Union of Mine Workers that we are very much disappointed with the final offer. We thought that we were coming closer to each other when we decided to review through our mandate taking process.
Ditherisano tsa meputso di nyupile pakeng tsa mekgatlo ya basebetsi le bahiri lekaleng la tlhahiso ya tshepe letsatsing lena la o qetela la tsona. Tsena tsa kajeno re dithagola ka tse amanganang le dikgetho. Molao o motjha wa dikgetho o qadileng ho sebetsa selemong se fetileng e tla ba teko ya pele dikgethong tse tlang. Komishene ya dikgetho e hlalositse molao ona e le kgato ya bohlokwa kgolong ya ntshetsopele ya demokrasi ya Afrika Borwa.
Molao ona ha o ame tsamaiso ya dikgetho ya Afrika Borwa, empa jwale o dumella bonkgetheng ba ikemetseng ho ananelwa dikgethong.
So it's not like, this is something new. All that is happening now is that citizens are able to have some say on who sits on each seat, whether it's the national or the regional seats. But as a whole, it doesn't change the system at all. And the only variation is that you have the introduction of independence, and that we now can have some say on who sits on which portion of the National Assembly.
Ba ai ba hlaisitse maikutlo a bona ka mokgwa ona.
Well, we haven't been really informed as per newspapers. I don't think it's an article being carried in this week or last week for that matter. So no, I don't understand what's the difference there.
I don't know anything about it.
We know absolutely nothing about it.
No, I have no idea about it and nothing that I was informed about. I think the communication is very not communicated to everyone, and we have people in our communities that have less information about that. But we do know the date of elections, but we have now no much information that we are aware of that.
Actually, I have no idea about anything.
Ha hona le kganyetso kapa diphapang IEC e re tla dula e butsi mamati a yona.
The way in which we ensure transparency in the counting process, where agents are present, observers are present all the time, they can check what is happening. When we do our results capturing, we have independent auditors who do not work for the IEC to check that we are in fact capturing the result correctly. And then ultimately the result slip that you see at the voting station, one of it is placed at the voting station where the community can see it, political parties see it, the media see it. And then the second one we capture, and that is scanned. And anybody that have access to our website can actually see the original result slip and compare it to what we captured. So I think we are very open and we're very transparent in that particular and this is something that we've been doing all the years. We've been open to scrutiny and we welcome that scrutiny.
Mekga e fu fihlela ka hora ya borobong ka la bohlano ka mora letsatsi la dikgetho ho hlahisa kganyetso efe kapa efe mabapi le sephetho. Komishene e re ka nea sentse diphetho ho fihlela dikganyetso tsohle di se di rarollotsweng.
Mokga wa African Congress for Transformation Act ka bokgutshwane o qeletse thoko mohopolo wa hore le ha mekga e meng e fihlelletse nako e behilweng e le ya ho qetela ya IEC ya ka tlakubele seo ha se bolele ho hloka leeme.
That's just untrue. 35% failure rate is not a small minority, and 65% is not a vast majority. What it indicates is that despite the glowing reports from the service provider who said their system was working well, and the argument that if some could do it, all could do it, there were significant difficulties. If a bank, for example, were to put an app out onto the market and they found that 35% of their customers were unable to use the app, they would withdraw it. They would reach the conclusion that whatever its merits, it was not fulfilling its purpose. And however much their IT people told them that there was nothing wrong with the app, the proof would be in the pudding how many people could actually use it successfully.
Motlatsi wa pele wa mongodi kakaretso wa ANC Nomvula Mokonyane o re moga o se o kopantse baetapele ho tswa dinaheng tsa matjhaba ho tla lekola maemo dinakong tsa dikgetho tse akaretsang.
Baahi ba Ilovo KwaZulu-Natal ba ipiletsa ho mmuso hore ditshebeletso tse kenyeletsang metsi, matlo le motlakase di tle di ntlafatswe ka mora dikgetho tse tlang. Baahi ba buile sena nakong eo Mokonyane a neng a kene letsholong la dikgetho la ANC Masipaleng wa Mkhambathini Mgungundlovu. Mokonyane o re mosebetsi wa baetapele ba ANC o ya bonahala setjhabeng, mme o re moga o na le tshepo e tileng ya hore o tlo ithuta se itseng ho baetapele ba dinaha tsa matjhaba molemong wa o boela o hapa bomasipala ba baholo ba ileng ba balahlehela pejana.
We've been invited across the length and breadth of Africa and the entire world during elections. And even with this one, it's not a new incident. They will join us, they will learn from us, we have learned from them, and they would also be part of the observer missions invited by the African National Congress as ZANU-PF and not the government of Zimbabwe. And hence the correspondence and communication has been between the Secretary General of the African National Congress and the Secretary General of ZANU-PF. We're looking forward to all our fraternal organizations and our sister friends to also be part of this historic moment in South Africa.
Moetapele eno wa ANC o buetse a nka monyetla wa ho lekola hore baahi ba ingodiseditse ho kgethana.
Tonakgolo Stanley Mathabata o re tshebetso ya hae pakwa ke boitelo ba hae ka o fetola kapa ho ntlafatsa maphelo a baahi ba Limpopo. Mathabata o rola marapo a botonakgolo ka mora dikgetho tse akaretsang.
Tonakgolo ya Limpopo Stanley Mathabata o re mo mengwageng ye 10 e le tonakgolo mmusho wa gagwe o shumile wa letsogo kgaoga go tlisha pušo ya maleba le go itekanela ka profenseng. O re kopano ya komiti petition ya mmusho wa Limpopo ya mafelelo e be e lepile go fa pego ka ga diphihlelelo tšeo mmusho wa gagwe o di dirilego le go golela ditsela dintlha tše bohlokwa tšeo mmusho wo o tlago o swanetše go di šala morago mo mengwageng yeo e latelago. Mathabata o tšere marapo bjale ka tonakgolo ya Limpopo ka ngwaga wa 2013 ge profense ye e be e le ka tlase ga taolo. Morago ga dikgetho tša lenyaga Mathabata a ka se buelele go ba tonakgolo morago ga go tsorama maemo ao maga a mabedi. O re o engwaya ka lekomane ka magetleng ka tšwelepele yeo Limpopo le itemogetšego yona ge e sale a tšea marapo.
Dipuku tša dikgoro tša rena ka moka tša mmušo di mo maemong a re boitšang unqualified audit opinion le clean. E no ba dikgoro tše tharo fela tša mmušo tše e leng gore di sa le mo qualified audit opinion mo e leng gore le gona ga di sa le gore o lebelela Department of Education ka nako nngwe ge re be re sa thoma be na le di-findings tše e leng gore be dikutullo tše di beng di hweditšwe ke moleko dipharephare wa dibuka tše di beng di lekana makgolo a mararo.
Mathabata o re le ge mmusho wa gagwe o na le tšeo o di opela go legosi go na le fao ba šitilego gona.
Ke be ke dumile gape gore ge re tšwa mo re tšwe e le gore batho ka moka ba province ba kgona go hwetša metsi a hlwekileng, metsi a tšwang ka gare ga dikerane goba dipompo. E fela ga ra kgona go dira bjalo, so le ge e le gore mošomo ona o tloga o tšhabile diatla megola ra e bona e khupetše ka gore tema go e kgatha re e kgathile. Ke bona gore ba batlong go tsena re ba bietše nka no re ba diretše mototolwana mo e leng gore ba ka thethoga ka ona go ba ka one.
ge Mathabata a itukišetša go neela mmušo go boetapele bjo boswa o re boetapele bjoo bo na le tšeo a ka ratago gore ba di elešedi.
Ge e be e le go ya ka nna be ke ratile gore ge go fela nako ya rena ya mmušo e be e le gore ga re sana tsela e leng gore batho ba gama ke le role ba le go yona. Ditsela ka moka di be di na le dikontiri goba tse di seneng dikontiri e be ditsela tse e leng gore di ne lebato le le kaone la ditena. Jwale taba eo ga ya kgonagala e fela se re se dirileng ke a kgotsofala ka mošomo e leng gore šetše re o dirile mo e leng gore mmušo o tsenang o tlo no dira ga nnyane fela go feleletša leeto le re be re šetše re le thomile.
Mathabata o re bokamoso bja gage bo ka diatleng tša mokgatlo wa gabo e le go legae la gagwe la African National Congress. O re ka gore yalo o dula a itukišitše ka mehla bjale ka morumi wa gore a ka rongwa kae goba kae ke mokgatlo boo. Nna ke Koketšo Motau wa ditaba tša SABC Polokwane.
Mopresidente wa African Congress of Transformation Ace Magashule o re o na le tshepo ya hore ka la 29 Motsheanong o tla nka taolo ya province ya Freistata ka mora dikgetho. Magashule ya neng a kene letsholong la ngoka bakgethi Maokeng Kroonstad o re ya o dumela hore o tla kenela dikgetho provinceng tse tshiletseng tse agang Free State, Gauteng le North West.
Moetapele wa ACT Ace Magashule o re mokgwa wa hae o sebetsa ka thata o ngoka tshehetso ya bakgethi.
It's unfortunate that we didn't know that this one has registered the party, this one has registered the party, this one has... But we have met. We have met several times and we are in a patriotic front because we represent the marginalized, we represent the black majority, 58 million out of 62 million. We are going to work together. We are campaigning differently.
Ha Magashule a ntse a potoloha le naha o re mokgwa wa hae o tla fumana dikgetho tse ngata ka ho fetisisa diprovinseng tse fapaneng.
We're going to take the Free State. The Free State is going to... Government on the 29th of May will be government of act. And that's why we are calling upon the people of the Free State, the people who are public servants. They mustn't fear. The municipal workers must not fear that they won't be there and all that. Their vote is secret. And we are actually saying to all of them, public servants across South Africa, not just Free State, we're going to be strong in Northwest. We are there in Northern Cape. We are there in the Eastern Cape. We are there in Gauteng. Very strong in the Vaal, in Sidibeng, in Soweto. You'll see us campaigning there.
Magashule o tla thakgola manifesto wa mokgwa wa hae ka la 18 kgweding ya Bloemfontein.
Komishini ya dikgetho e re e malalalaotswe ho netefatsa hore batho ba phelang le boqhwala le bona ba fumana monyetla wa ho kgetha dikgethong tsena tse tlang.
Ga se dipalopalo fela mme ke batho bao ba nang le dikeletso le ditoro le maikutlo ka matshelo a bone. Go le jalo ba lopa go amogelwa jaaka go iwa ditlhophong jaanong.
Mathata e ke kopanang le ona ke motho e ithutileng ke tswa ko university mara ha ke fumane mosebetsi hobane di-company tse ngata di njwetsa gore ha bana disebediswa or di-resources for batho ba o sa bone jwalo ka nna.
Go na le dingongorego tsa gore baagi ga ba newa thuto ya go dirisa di-universal ballot template.
Our people are not getting trained out there on how to use the UBT and how to, the whole voter education is not there. Previously we used to do it, with IEC, but this time they are doing it on their own, but they are unable to reach our people.
Bangwe ba kaile fa molao wa dinaga tse di kopaneng wa ditokelo tsa batho bao ba sa itekanelang mo mebeleng o sa elwe tlhoko.
It was set up written by persons with disabilities for persons with disabilities, where they need to get signatures to approve it, so that all of our countries can accept it to include persons with disabilities, to get rid of this medical judgment that isolates these individuals, that sees their difference as a deficiency in society.
Fela komishene ya ditlhopho ya re dipaakanyo di maleba.
We'll have two versions of the UBT, Universal Ballot Template, this election. One will be a double column UBT to accommodate the double column national ballot. Then the other one will be a single column UBT to accommodate the provincial and the regional ballots, which are both single column ballots. We have a special account that is dedicated simply for persons with disabilities so that we make sure we cater to all voters equally.
Jaanong go setse fela mekgatlho ya dipolotiki go itshupa gore goreng ba tshwanetswe ke divoutu tsa baagi. Molemo one motho wa SABC News, Pretoria.
Ditherisano tsa meputso di nyupile dipakeng tsa mekgatlo ya basebetsi le bahiri lekaleng la tlhahiso ya tshepe letsatsing lena la ho qetela la tsona.
We must say, as the National Union of Mine Workers, that we are very much disappointed with the final offer. We thought that we were coming closer to each other when we decided to review through our mandate-taking process, to review our position and our demand. I mean, we think that there's nothing, you'll never get anything reasonable other than what we're giving them. Giving them 7% for lowest paid categories and 6% for other categories. I mean, 6 rand for other categories. If I may correct myself, 7 rand for low categories and 6% for 6 rand for the other categories. We thought it's something reasonable. And we were not rigid about our position. We were still going to be engaged and see where we can drop off if ever we really engage with honesty. So we are very much disappointed with their posture today. In their books, Monday we should meet. Agreement could have been cleaned on other things that we have raised with them.
Jwale ha re bone hore mebaraka e sebeditse jwang ha JSE e ne ikwala horeng ya bohlano. Ranta ha ya sebetsa hantle kgahlano le ditjhelete tsa dinaha tse ding tse kgolo. Diabo di sebeditse hantle ha JSE e ne ikwalwa horeng ya bohlano. Ditheko tsa thepa oli e tala ha ya sebetsa hantle. Ke phetho kopana le moifo wa ditaba tsa Setswana ka hora ya borobedi hosane le fu motaung wa latela ka sa bolipi. Khotso.